I have been insisting on the importance of running a market research and making sure that you really know your market very well, but most importantly, that you know your potential customers and their challenges very well. So in this episode, I will share with you my simple, easy questions that you need to answer when you run a survey with potential clients. Hello Nomad Nation, welcome to Tandem Nomads. I am Emel Daregi, a business and marketing expert, and I will share with you in my episodes all my tricks, tips, and insights on how to build a successful portable business and thrive in your global nomadic life. Running a survey is not that easy, especially to know what questions to ask. So I wanted to share with you here my tips on how you can run a survey to get to know your potential customers better and to actually know your current customers better, and how you can know where you can make a difference. Because at the end of the day, what you want to know is where can you make a difference compared to your other competitors, and what are the triggers that can help you become more convincing and have clients really want to work with you. So there's many ways to run a survey, as you know, but one of my favorite ones is to either meet with them one-on-one and also run an online survey. So I actually usually recommend to do both. I actually recommend to have 5 to 10 people that you meet one-to-one to ask them questions, and then have an online questionnaire that you can send to your potential clients. There are so many tools out there to do that. I will put that in the webpage of this episode. Tools like, actually the most simple tool is Google Forms, and it's free, it's easy to use. So if you're not into tech aspects, it's probably the most easy tool to use. There's Typeform also, and Monkey Survey, for example. So those are great tools to run a survey. But I don't think that's the most complicated part of running a survey and asking questions, but it's more about knowing what questions to ask and how can those questions help you move forward in your business and get the important information that will help you get more clients. So are you ready? Take notes. So here is my first question, or the first type of questions you want to ask to your potential clients. So the first type of question you want to ask is all about the challenges. You want to learn all the challenges your customers are having regarding the product or service you're providing to your customers. You want to know what's their biggest challenge and why is it a challenge. So that's basically the distinction I make between a problem and a pain point. A problem is, for example, I have the flu. That's the problem. But the pain point is that I have a headache, my throat is hurting, I'm coughing, and I can't go to work. So you want to know as much as you can about those pain points and the problems that your customer are having. You want to know what problem they have, what problems do they have, it could be many, and what are the consequences of these problems. So questions like, what is your biggest challenge regarding this? So when you choose this, it has to be related to your business, to what you offer. For example, in Tandem Nomads, if I had to ask the question, which I actually often ask to many of you, what is your biggest challenge when building your portable business? So that's the first question you want to ask. And once they answer, the second question you want to ask about that type of challenges is, why is it a problem? So first type of questions you want to ask are all about discovering what are the challenges and the pain points of your customer. Second type of question is about what are the resources, the services, or the products they use to be able to deal with those challenges. It could be books, it could be courses, it could be specialists, it could be products. So you want to know what are all the resources that your audience is using to be able to address those challenges. That's the second type of questions. The third type of question you want to ask in a questionnaire or a survey is, what has worked? what is the resource that they listed that so far has been helpful? Because you want to know what are the things that are working on your audience. Even if it's not you who are providing it, you want to know what's working. Because you also want to know, you want to make sure that what's working is continuing to work for your customers, for instance, and that you integrate it in your services. But it will also help you to know that maybe that's not where you should go because somebody else is doing that. Which leads me to the fourth type of question you want to ask in your survey, which is, among the resources that they listed, what has not worked? And that's, my friends, is where you want to focus your business. Your USP, as we often say in marketing, your unique selling point should be where others are not providing value. So this is why this fourth question is super critical when you run a survey and try to understand the needs of your audience. So let me summarize to you the 4 types of questions that will be very, very useful to you when you run a survey. The first one is, what are their challenges and their pain points? The second one is, what are the resources, the services and products that they use to address these challenges? The third one, among these resources, what has worked? And the fourth one, among these resources, what has not worked? So if you manage to get all these answers, you will have a gold mine of information to be able to make your business really, really efficient, but also it will really answer to the questions and to the needs of your audience. So you want to make it as precise as possible and get those answers as precise as possible. Actually, when you run these surveys or when you have these interviews with people, make sure to write down all the key words and expressions that they're using to express their challenges, their resources, and their desired results. Because that is actually what's going to be super useful for you when you will do your marketing copy, your sales copy, which is actually the text you use to be able to present your offer or services. So you want to use the language of your customers and not the language of your business. That's super, super critical. And that's also a huge advantage of running a survey, is that you're not only going to be able to know the needs of your customers, what they're expecting, what they're looking for, but you will also be able to express it the way they do so that they can identify with it. So make sure that you do that survey, that you do those interviews, and make sure to keep in one place all those key expressions and keywords that are going to be gold for you later on to be able to start approaching them with your products and services. So I hope this was helpful to you, and I would love to hear in the comment section now what was the most important insights that you got from this episode, and what will you be implementing in the near future in your business. Remember, it's all about taking action, and I want to know what action you will be taking after listening and watching to this episode. And Nomad Nation, if you have a business and struggle to make revenue, or you have a business idea but have no clue of how to bring it to reality, then you want to go to download my free guidebook on the 3 important pillars to implement in your business in order to make revenue and thrive in your global nomadic life. So make sure to go to the link below or above this video, or to the webpage of this episode, where you'll be able to download this free guidebook. As usual, Nomad Nation, stay tuned to turn your challenges into great opportunities.